That was the worst deflection I've ever seen.
She jumped on the wrong side of me. If she even thinks about coming up here, I'm just gonna go. She must hate iPads now. So every morning I'll come out here, I'll read for probably 30 to 40 minutes. Usually Bear jumps up on me and I don't deflect her with the iPad. So I'm surprised she hasn't jumped on me yet. And then I'll go down and train. So all this is fasted, have a couple of scoops of Oxy Shred, go down and train. Today is pull for me. I've recently just rejigged the split a little bit. I let it go and ended up doing a bit of a bro split for a while. But back on the push-pull legs and it feels amazing, it feels so good. So it's good to just follow a plan. Training pull, then I might do some cardio after that. I usually do cardio directly after my weights, just to smash it out while I'm on a high. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So a bit more reading and then we'll go down and hit some pull.
And so after my reading, I'll then write a list of all the things that I want to get done for the day, and then I'll go down for a workout.
If you guys want to see my full morning routine, you can check it out in this video here. I posted a video. It's still the same as that, keep in mind. But today has been very, this is a Sunday, so I'm quite distracted. I'm gonna buy a new camera. I want a new one for photos, and I've still got a whole bunch of my Sony lenses, so it's just so expensive. And look at the A7R4, and it looks good. I bought it, shit. Good. All right, now I'm gonna train some back.
And so today's back workout is thickness. So I alternate my back workouts, one for width with more upper lats and one for thickness, so more rowing movements. So starting off with bent over row, work up to our heaviest weight here. So this is about 90 kilos for me and around 8 to 10 reps. Now moving into a lat pull down. Now I'm doing this for the upper back. So notice I'm actually pulling on an angle towards the back of the room instead of vertically down. That way my upper back's a bit more engaged. Once we're done with this, we're going to superset this with dumbbell shrugs. So I probably grabbed a little bit too heavy here, but I'm limited with my dumbbells. And I'm trying to squeeze up and back on an angle. And this is going to get the lower traps in as well. And that's what we want, is thickness. So on my push days, I'll do a little bit of trap sometimes, as well as pull days. Because let's be honest, you can never have too much trap action going on. We're trying to get a turtle back here, guys, don't forget. Now moving into a seated chest supported row. Now I love these because it takes a lot of the lower back out of it. We don't need to stabilize. So really focus on holding the squeeze and squeeze back with the shoulder blades there. That's going to engage the upper back the most. And then when you're done, you can't do any more, do some partial reps. So here I'm just doing it at the end of the movement, keep the tension on. And we're going to superset this with a rhomboid pull down, let's call it. So using the cables on your knees, and you're going to focus on pulling back with your elbows. So really visualize the upper back moving. You don't need to go stupid heavy here. This is more just to get a nice stretch and get a nice squeeze with the upper back. And then once you're done with this, lighten the weight a little bit and move into rear delt cable flies. And we're aiming for around 10 reps here. And then we're going to repeat that tricep 3 times. Now moving into biceps, so starting with an incline dumbbell curl. Here, keep your shoulder blades pinned back, really stretch out, open the bicep at the bottom, and then squeeze up, still keeping the shoulder blades pinned back. And on this one, we're shooting for around 10 to 12 reps. And then when you're done, lighten the weight and do a drop set. So here I'm using, I think, 7 kilos, and just as many as you can, with the sweet spot being around 10 reps. And finally, to finish, we're doing my favorite exercise for biceps and forearms, and that is rope hammer curls. So keeping your shoulder blades pinned back, control the squeeze, control the negative, and hit around 10 to 12 reps.
So fairly decent pull workout. Tell you what, I'm loving this split. Like I said, it's been so good. I don't feel too gassed, that's the good thing. I don't feel absolutely dead. Back is pretty cooked. That's Steve cooked, 100%, sponsored by Gymshark as well. My back has its own Gymshark sponsorship. And now I'm gonna go up. I was gonna do cardio, like I said, I usually do my cardio directly after. But it's a good day today, relatively. So I thought I'll do a big walk outside with Joel a bit later. It's a Sunday. On a weekend, we'll probably do a bit more cardio outside, a bit less boring. So I'm gonna go up and have a shower and then cook breakfast. So a lot of you guys have been asking how I make my poached eggs. So may as well show you guys how I make my eggs so fucking good. So that may have looked cold and uncomfortable, but I'm not gonna reveal too much on that yet. Let's pretend like I had a normal shower. Because this isn't my everyday routine. I'm making another video. Anyway, you guys will see it soon. Now, as you guys can tell, my hair is very, very long currently.
I'm kind of let myself go with there being no barbers in Melbourne open in this lockdown. But still, I want to show you guys some of my hair products. Well, they're not mine, but I didn't invent them, but I use them. So I want to give a shout out to, you guessed it, Blue Man. These are the products that I use. And today we're gonna use their discovery kit. So I've done multiple videos with Blue Man. Literally the only hair products I've used in the last year, maybe, I think. Really, really good. But this is their new discovery kit, which means you guys get to sample all of them. All of these ones here. It's the same price for this as one full tub. So this is the best in my opinion because you guys can see what you like. I've used them all and they're all really, really good. Sometimes I just change it up. In the past, what I did, if you guys want to see the full hair tutorial as well for when I had a little bit shorter hair, what I would do is a full one. I'd chuck some of this Ascend cream in there and that volumizes it, then I'd blow dry it and then I'd apply one of these as a post styler. So that's what I would recommend to you guys if you have like basically hair shorter than mine. But to be honest with you, and I said to the guys, I said like I've just been very lazy with my hair lately, so I'd rather just show you guys what I've been doing, even though it's not as exciting. But to be honest, I've been going with this bad boy, the Monarch, and when my hair is like it is now, damp, I'll just put the post styler in, just directly like that. X amount, that much. So you've still got heaps in here. You guys will get, it's really good value. And you guys can use Zac as well in the description box and you'll get a discount on your product. So here, this is what I do, literally so easy. And this one smells really, really good as well. So there, it's coated. You're thinking, what, was that it? Yeah, pretty much. This is actually my hair routine right now. This is the current hairstyling routine. Simply because it's so long. Like if I try and blow dry this and style it, I don't have the styling capabilities to make it look good, so I look like John C. Reilly. So at this point I'm just like wearing it down like this, but I implore you guys to actually try these and actually have fun with it. Like get a blow dryer. I've done it before when my hair was shorter and it's pretty cool what you can do. So there's that. Now it is time to get dressed and get some breakfast. And Poly Muscle Fit, I choose you. And I changed my mind. It was, I just looked outside, I'm like, this is too hot for a long sleeve. But I didn't want to waste the effort going into the throwing of this shirt and making it all look good, so via t-shirt it is. Okay, now it's time to eat. Alright, so post-workout. We are fasting as well, so I didn't really mention this, but this is basically an intermittent fast every day. And when I say basically, I mean it's 1 o'clock now. Because it's a Sunday, today's been pushed back extremely late. But usually it'd be around 11:30 by the time I go to eat. And so I am now having basically 3 big meals a day. And so when you're fasting, one thing to be conscious of is just the protein intake, because it's very easy to eat like a normal meal and then you'll realize you're not eating enough protein. So for that reason, I have a big protein breakfast. So 1 scoop of Biceps, just post-workout protein, and then lately I've been putting the strawberry blessed in, and for some reason the whole thing just tastes like, it tastes like strawberry ice cream. I don't know why, but the combination is really nice, and a bit more protein. So, then we're gonna make some poached eggs. Now, one thing with the poachies, I reckon why mine are so damn delicious, is because I heat the water up, add a bit of vinegar, then I'll stir the water, I'll crack the eggs into a little mug, slowly put them in there, and then just watch them. And then we're gonna have this on some fresh bread as well, some fresh sourdough bread. I feel like keeping bread in on a dieting phase for me is like, makes such a difference because I don't feel like I'm dieting. So if I can just go a little bit longer without food, have breakfast around 11:30 or so, today's case 1, it feels like I'm not dieting at all, which is really handy. So, and what I'll do is I'll just watch these and just like take them out a little bit, see if it's kind of how I like them. I like obviously the yolk to be runny, white to be cooked, and then a bit of paper towel, because I hate when you put the poached eggs on the toast and then it just turns into soggy bread. I mean, I'm not a duck. That's not my go-to, soggy bread. So this will dry them off and then plate them up. These might be the best ones I've ever done as well. Thank you. Oh, that's perfect. That is actually perfect. So good. And then, depending on my schedule, I'll spend the next few hours catching up on work, whether that's client emails, video editing, content planning, or content creation. It pretty much varies every day. Then I'll go outside and get some air. In this case, cardio. So just the halfway point, the beacon. Oh, how's it back on again? This is half an hour into it. So if I'm doing the walk outside and I'm not doing my usual treadmill cardio, it'll be about an hour. So it's actually, I feel like it burns twice the calories if you're on the treadmill. So I'll do an hour out here. This has been 35 minutes, so this is a big one. But we wanted to get to the bottom of this. Oh, now he can't see shit, but. So we just got back from the walk, and before we left, Bear was getting real upset because she wanted to come with, so we felt bad. So now we're gonna go and play with her down the pool house because she loves it. And this is not a typical day. Like, this is the worst day in life I could have done. This is like a day in life on a Sunday. Very cruisy, I won't lie, but still. Now obviously this isn't a huge meal for me, but I wasn't very hungry, so this is like where I'll do this. I'll have this as like more of a snack. I'm holding this so weird. I'll have this as like more of a snack, and then I'll probably eat more later on with dinner, and then a before bed meal as well. Other times I'll have like a really big lunch, and then we'll have less for dinner. So it's kind of like an intuitive approach, but at the end of the day, I'm basically eating the same amount, but foods will change depending on how I feel basically. And that allows me to make dieting a lot easier. That's basically the biggest change this cut. So for me, this strange shaped wrap is gonna do the job. And then around probably afternoon, mid-afternoon, just before dinner, I'll do a little bit of meditation. So I hate when people like to talk about this stuff, and now I'm one of those people, but usually I see people go, and then I meditate, and they're like, it's so self-righteous and annoying. But I thought I really want to share this with you guys because I meditate. It has been so helpful for me. I wasn't an overly anxious person, but I did get stressed a fair bit. So I would just use the Calm app, and then the meditations on that, the guided ones, are so good. So I've probably been doing this for around 2 months straight. The one I've been using is the How to Meditate one, if you guys have done that. Super easy, it's like 10 minutes, but I find it makes a massive difference for like just mental health things. So I used to do the meditation before bed, but then I just fall asleep. So the Calm app actually has like these sleep stories on there with like celebrities telling you the stories, like legit. One of them is Matthew McConaughey, there's got like Jason Statham, there's a few others. They're not bad, they can get a bit weird though.
Well, hello there. My name's Matthew McConaughey, and tonight I'll be reading a special sleep story called Wonder. It all started with a young boy, Jack. And one day, Jack took his only cow to the market, and all of a sudden, a man interrupted him. "Excuse me, boy," the man said. "Come and get in my van. I'll drive you home." Young Jack looked at him and said, "Do you think I'm a fucking idiot or something?" And he took out his .44 and put a bullet right between the old fucker's eyes. Bang! Damn, killed the creepy son of a bitch. My name's Matthew McConaughey, and I give you permission to have a good sleep.
Hello, my name's Jason Statham, and tonight I'll be reading you a bedtime story. It's about an old man who can't breathe through his mouth, and he has to breathe through the fucking nose. Now as you're getting comfortable in bed, I want you to do a couple things for me. Take a deep breath in through your mouth, and out through your nose. In through the mouth, and out through the nose. Now, congratulations, you're Jason Statham.
Well, hello there, my name is Roddy Quay, but tonight I'll be reading you a story. This is a story about a fucking shootout! Sorry, this is a story about some ungrateful fucking brat who can't go to sleep. Right, look here, mate. Shut your fucking eyes, yeah? And go to sleep.
Yo, Mr. White. Yo, you wanna hear a story? Go to sleep, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Eyes, bitch. Melatonin, bitch. Go to sleep, Mr. White. You big fucking bitch.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. I literally just wanted to speak about the Calm app specifically so I could slot that in there. I thought it was a funny skit. But really, I do use the Calm app every day. If you guys have any other guided meditation apps or ones that you use, put them in the comments because I want to see. Like a lot of people said there's heaps up, there's other ones or whatever. But I like that it's 10 minutes and it just kind of get it done. But I feel like that for me is an everyday must. And also doing it around this time, afternoon, where I won't fall asleep, I think that's pretty crucial. But yeah, I'm gonna go do that now. You guys don't really need to, well actually, fuck it, you guys can watch me. Let's do it together. Let's do this. Yeah, don't jump up here. All right. This doesn't usually happen when I do this. Do you have to? Oh, but don't do anything. You can meditate with me.
Hey, it's Jeff.
Hey,
Welcome
Jeff.
back.
Thanks, man.
We're making space by going into space, or even to meditate while standing. Stretch up your spine on the inhale beat. Face is smoothing out. The jaw is loosening. The shoulders are relaxing.
Fuck
the
off.
arms are.
Stop.
It's like the whole
Fuck
body
off.
is just so our posture is straight. And even deep. So let's see if you can find it here, right at the start, in the waist. Nice. Okay.
Feels so good after that. I look half dead. Bear's asleep now too. Alright. What's next? Dinner time, we have salad, and that's it. No, salad with tandoori chicken. Who cooked this? Joel or Mum?
Joel.
Thanks, Joel. This has been a low carb day today though. Like I said, if I feel like having a low carb day, I'll just throw it in. Mayo on this?
No, oh.
Nah.
No, not really.
Yogurt. Liquid.
Nah.
What?
Put mayo on that.
Nah, doesn't
Let's
go.
Are you having some gnocchi?
Yeah, I will. Homemade gnocchi. Right, gnocchi, salad. It looks so random but so good. How good's that? Done. Now this isn't my every night before bed meal because it's a little bit cheeky, isn't it? We got a bit of, we got a little bit of ice cream. If you have, this is Halo Top ice cream, so like a lower calorie ice cream. I find this is good to keep in a dieting phase for me because sometimes when I feel like ice cream, your boy wants it. And I don't want to have to feel like I can't have shit, so sometimes I'll put this in. If you have this, I wouldn't say have this every night because it's pretty much, there's like no nutritional value in any of this except the protein shake, which I keep in. But this is more like, instead of me feeling like going to bed, feeling like I'm dieting, I might have this every now and then. Another good option is Greek yogurt with protein. I have that probably most nights, maybe 4 nights out of 7, I'll have that. Couple nights I'll have a banana smoothie. And then the other 5 nights I'll have this. Do the maths. What's that work out to be? Just giving you guys random numbers. So what we're gonna do is, ice cream goes in the bowl. We've got cookie dough here. Then we're gonna top it with sugar-free wafers. These ones, should find these anywhere. And then a little bit of peanut butter on top. Putting this in my diet, like a few times a week, couple times a week, is enough to prevent a catastrophic binge. Like cookie dough ice cream, wafers, peanut butter. I mean, sometimes I put Kit Kat Gold in it. Kit Kat Gold. It just ticks all the boxes, it's awesome. So, this to me is strategy. I'm justifying this. But don't go and take this and eat like 2 tubs of Halo Top before bed every night because you'll shit yourself in your sleep. And believe me, nobody wants to shit the bed. Personal experience. I was 3, wasn't fun. And next up we have the before bed routine too. Okay, so it is 11:20 now. This is probably normal for me to get to bed at this time. Ideally it'd be earlier if I really wanted, like it'd be around 10, I'd be asleep, but never ends up that way, never does. I find if I'm editing or just on my phone too much at night, I'm just like wired. So that's one thing I'm trying to get better at, is less phone, smaller. Nah, to be honest, if this wasn't my job to be on Instagram and all that kind of stuff, I would really try to switch off my phone like a lot of the time, because it is draining, especially on just mental state. It sucks. Anyway, this is my before bed routine. So every night without fail since April. This is like weird as like you guys are going to bed with me, but I figured a lot of you probably want to know. This is legit. Every single night before bed, it takes me probably, this is going to take me an hour for this, right? Break your iPad, good. First thing I do is journal write. Now I know that sounds like super corny and people are like, I write journals, but really, bear with me. If you haven't done it, do it. I am up to, look at this shit. This is, you probably can't see anything, it's fine. I'm up to 30,800 words, all right? Most of it's rambling, but that's perfectly fine. Literally, for me to get something off my mind, I won't stress about it later. So in the morning, I write to-do lists, that gets it out of my head. At night, if there's anything I'm thinking of, like that day or something I was thinking, I'll just write down. And as soon as you start writing, typing, you just keep going. Like, it's pretty crazy. A few things I will use as like prompts. All right, what went well today? What am I grateful for? And just kind of dig deep and think about it. Then I might think, what could I have done better? What am I looking forward to tomorrow? A few things of just like priming your mind around positivity. Like, I know it sounds a bit, like I said, it can sound a little bit cheesy, but really makes a massive difference in just my overall mood, like tomorrow and the next day. Since I've done this, I've had less days where I just feel shit. Like, you know, you have those bad days where you just feel like, fuck, this sucks. You might feel a little bit down or just it's a bad day. Less of those. And in my mind, that's good because I don't like those. So this is really essential for me. Sometimes if I'm feeling like just really overwhelmed or anxious or stressed, or I'm comparing myself to other people or whatever it is, it's because I haven't checked in like with myself. So end of the day, this is really good for me. This is me being like completely honest with you guys, because I know it will help so many people. So there's that, and then I will do some reading. So usually I'll read a different book at night. Morning books are like more self-development or stuff like that, get me pumped up. And then night is something pretty chilled, maybe fiction, maybe something that I'll just get super tired with. And then when I'm pretty much ready for sleep, it's a bad habit, but I'll just turn the TV on and watch like 20 minutes of Rick and Morty or South Park or something, just to completely zone out. And I've done that for like, this has been my routine, like I said, since April, so it's fantastic. Anyway, I'm gonna get into it. Thank you guys for tuning into this video as well. Appreciate it. Make sure you leave a like below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed, I'm sitting in bed here, like, what are you, just subscribe, is it that hard? Anyway, that is it from me, guys, and you definitely know what to do. Stay massive.
Fresh cut in the denims, all these sexy jeans in my section, and slide into your DMs in the PM and the AM, then I slide into your feelings when you see just what I'm saying.